What's up, nerds? Julie here at the Game Shack, and the day has finally come. Yes, that's right. Howie's and EA have brought you a release party like no other for Command & Conquer 3. And guess what, guys? It's all going down right now. The day was finally upon us, and boy did it own. The fun all started with the meet and greet with the development team of Command & Conquer 3. Customers had a chance to discuss the game and even get their copy of CNC3 signed. The tournament was composed of 48 competitors, all looking to grab a spot in the top 8. However, in order to get there, they had to win 4 matches of round robin in the quickest time. For those that weren't quick enough but only managed to pull out 3 wins, they got themselves a free copy of CNC3. What's up, guys? Julia or Jonathan at the Game Shack. I've noticed he's got this awesome copy given to him by Howie's. Dude, how'd you get that copy of Command & Conquer?
Well, I had to win 3 matches in a tournament, and I had to go up against a couple of kids and a couple of guys. I got owned a couple of times, though.
Now, man, tell me, what do you think of the party that Howie's has thrown? I mean, this is done pretty right.
It's absolutely insane. You got EA developers, you got computers, you got hundreds of people here. It was so crowded, we had to wait a half hour just to get a computer.
Once our top 8 had been set, the real owning was about to begin, and when the dust settled, we found ourselves with Big Boot and Scrawny in the finals. Seeing as we had the best of Howie's going heads up, we casted this match via the plasma screens located along Monster Alley, with commentation from Joe and David. Both competitors displayed excellent knowledge of the game, but when all was said and done, Scrawny was our victor. Scrawny, our first place finisher for the Command & Conquer 3 tournament, managed to pick himself up some great prizes. He got an EVGA graphics card and motherboard and the Nod ring. Our second place finisher, a Big Boot, got himself an EVGA graphics card as well. Tell me, man, how'd you feel?
It was scary. It was an amazing match. He's a great player, so it was a good match.
Now, I understand you got some pretty amazing prizes. What'd you win?
I got an overclocked 7950 GT. So, sick card.
Wow, that's a really good prize. What do you think of this party that Howie's has thrown for the release of Command & Conquer?
I'm impressed. I have to say, Howie's did it. They own.
Excellent. Well, hey, congratulations. Thanks for stopping by the Game Shack. I like your bling, man. I mean, that's some good stuff. But wait, the owning was not over. We might have found our first place finisher of all the Howie snubs, but it was time for Scrawny, a Big Boot, and Rabbi to take on the development team, and they were not going to be easy. I'm here with the development team for Command & Conquer 3 from EA, and they're going to own it up a little later. We got a little tourney, a couple of them versus a couple of our guys. So let's go down the list, introduce these guys. What's your name?
I'm Adam. I'm designer on the single-player campaign.
Nice. How about yourself?
Hey, I'm Keith, single-player engineering.
I'm Chuck. I worked on environment art.
I'm Zach. I'm a gameplay engineer. David. I'm the marketing guy.
And I'm Drew. I was the AI programmer.
What do you guys think of this party that Howie's has thrown today?
It's amazing. I mean, it's really great to see so many people out here playing Command & Conquer. Forces of GDI conquering Nod all over the place here. It's a great scene.
And as in the finals, all the noobs and Howies had the pleasure of watching all this owning commence on the plasma screens. In the end, the development team took the big W. Their knowledge and insight in the game was just too much for our boys from Howie's to handle. Lucky for us, the development team felt our pain and bought the whole room a round of monsters. That's owned. I'm here with Team Howie's, who just played in the Command & Conquer tournament versus the developers. Tell me, guys, what was the outcome of this game?
Well, unfortunately, we lost. It was a hard-fought battle, but in the end, they just had that extra player and ended up killing us.
What's up, guys? Julia with the development team. They just played Howie's top players at Command & Conquer 3, and guess what? They owned it up. I mean, they destroyed the Howie's competition. So tell me, guys, what'd you guys think of the Howie's competition?
You know, I mean, you got to be fair. The game just came out. We've been playing this for months. I was actually really impressed. You know, they held out pretty well. I think really what it came down to is our speed and micromanagement were the 2 factors for us. You know, I was able to get a lot of units out there fast, as we all were, and I think that was the deciding factor. But I'll be excited to come back soon and see how much they've improved. I'm sure they'll surpass our skill pretty soon. So,
for sure, that's awesome. Now, you guys seem really coordinated. I mean, you guys obviously know your stuff. I mean, you guys push, you withdraw your forces. Just have an initial game strat going into this matchup?
we just communicate a lot, you know? I mean, we all kind of have our own strategies, and in this lineup, it worked pretty well together, so.
Once the day was through and the fun had ended, it was time to see if the king of RTSs really lived up to its name. The Game Shack is going off right now, but I managed to grab my buddy Nick. Nick, what do you think of the new game, man?
Dude, it's tons of fun. It's my first RTS, and I'm having a blast. It's
Nice, man. What's your favorite race? I know there's a couple of GDI nods. What do you like?
the GDI, the tank just owns. It owns so hard. Nothing can beat it. I love it.
Mammoth tank for the win with the railgun upgrade. So Eric, man, what do you think of the game?
Oh, game's amazing. You know, it's clean. It reminds me a lot of Red Alert, which was one of the best games of RTS I've played.
So, man, what's your favorite race in this game?
My favorite race, well, GDI for the Mammoth Tank Rush. Has been the most powerful so far. But NOD has pretty good overall defense and offense. But then you have Skrin. If you get them later on in the game, you get their carriers with the shields. They are unstoppable. And when I say unstoppable, I mean unstoppable. You think the Mammoth tanks are strong? No. You can have about 80 Mammoth tanks against 40 of these carriers. The Mammoth tanks will go down. I mean, down the drain, and you'll flush it.
What makes Command & Conquer so awesome just to begin with is the upgradability of the units. You can upgrade your units really quickly. The game is just real fast paced. You gotta know your stuff.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, hey, what do you think of this party? I mean, Howie's just done it right.
Well, I walked away with 2 copies of CNC, so it's great. I walked away with the treasure chest, the first 10 games, and the new copy. So, I mean, I really can't complain.
Hey, man, where'd you get those copies?
Me and my friend won them on the tournament, and we kicked butt.
They kicked butt. But did you make it to the top 8, or did you guys just kick butt through the round robins?
Sadly, we didn't make it to the top 8, but we're hoping next time when they do have a tournament, we'll make it to the top 8.
Hey, what's your favorite thing about this game so far?
It's just fun, you know, there's so many possibilities that you can have. You can do whatever you want, and you can win any way you want.
What I do like about the game is the overall setting up of build orders, the initial resources compared to how much you get later in the game, the inflow. It creates a good balance of macro.
What do you think of this party that Howie's has thrown?
Overall, it's been a blast, and I'm happy I came out from Vegas just to be here.
Command & Conquer just came out. We got a lot to look forward to from this game. So, stop at the Game Shack. We just picked it up. Come here on Friday nights for the new Monster Challenge. Own it up. Meet me. I mean, that's always a great thing. I want to thank the development team for coming out and playing our guys. We've had a great time today, and I'm out.